Um, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our call, right? We are here to discuss FinTalk. Once again, the name is Blockchain Kojo, Executive Director of Cash Rich Society. Our CEO of Cash Rich Society is not here with us on the Zoom, but she sends her greetings, her regards. I think she should be currently traveling back to Jamaica. And if you were here on earlier, we played a video that basically showed highlights from the event, right? The FinTalk FTC event that went on in Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big thing that just went on. A lot of us, the leaders on here, were able to make it to this trip in Dubai. And I just want to say we are excited because we saw this blockchain technology and its applications in real life. When I say in real life, we're talking about some of the people that are running the FinTalk LLC corporation, which is the corporation responsible for the growth and development of this project and the community as a whole, right? And we know this is led by none other but than Mr. William Thompson, who is the CEO, right? We saw that there's the new announcement that's coming out. He's the CEO, the COO, the head of the board of directors. So basically the main decision maker when it comes to this project. So this project is global, right? Not only do we have representatives from different royal families who invested in FinTalk, right? We have people from Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Nigeria. Shout outs to one of my good friends, Mr. Latif, right? Who's one of the big leads from Nigeria who lives in Malaysia. And to all the other people that were on, we had people from the United States, you already know. And just like my friend Crypto Pays Me Daily was saying, we were shocked because one thing I'll tell you is all the Asian countries that represented, they take this project seriously, right? They were even called on stage, like they will say, hey, SVPs, welcome on stage, come to the stage, and you would find people running. I'm talking about grown folks running to the stage, people who have made hundreds of thousands of dollars running to the stage. So that alone is the kind of attitude you can tell that they have put behind this project. And that really, really just motivates us to understand that as much as we are new coming from the West Coast, we have something good to look out for. So Ghana also represented greatly, right? So shout out to the Ghana team. You guys are doing amazing. So what is FinTalk? We're going to find out about it, but just understand that they are leading the position in the field of technology application, people. So we're going to learn about decentralized finance and its application. Some of the amazing speakers that were there, we're talking about world-class speakers, right? We're talking about Mr. Jack Yehoshua, right? Executive Director of the United Nations World Blockchain Group, Nasser, initiator of the Dubai Blockchain Center, and Yael Tamar, who's the representative also of the United Nations Blockchain Organization in Israel. So these are the kind of speakers that were on here today. This lady spoke a lot, said some exciting things. That's Mr. Yeshua right here. So just to know, there are so many big and influential people in the world of finance, crypto, blockchain technology that are aware of what FinTalk is doing and its growth, because you cannot build a project in darkness the way FinTalk is doing. So this is something that is out in the public light. Mr. William Thompson, the chairman of the board of directors, right? They launched this project mainly in Asia. As you can see, it's very important to know that they have taken over the globe currently with their massive, massive growth. And this is something that we are looking forward to. Just understand that the blockchain or FinTalk is coming out in June, people. Their own blockchain with FTC public chain, which is going to support the development of different apps. So different projects are going to be able to be developed on the FinTalk blockchain as well. So we are just getting started into something that is about to take off on a very, very high level momentum once they launch their blockchain. Let's not also forget, once again, with the release of the FTC blockchain and that will ensure that FinTalk's listing on the NASDAQ will be the starting point of innovation milestones. So just understand this decentralized blockchain they're launching is going to find its way on the NASDAQ crypto index, which is another big, big validation incubator for any project that is looking to grow in the crypto space. Ladies and gentlemen, be excited for what we have in front of us. So now let's dive into this project, right? So what is FinTocch? FinTocch is a cutting-edge DeFi technology. If you're here today and you know how to use a cell phone, Android or iPhone, you are in tune to create wealth, because this project makes it so simple. You don't have to be technology inclined. You don't have to be a crypto expert. All you have to do is learn how to click a few buttons, and literally that's all you need to do. What is the main business of FinTocch currently as we speak? They are involved in borrowing in the form of loans, investing in the form of lending, and financing, meaning that they allow us users, members, to lend capital directly to the blockchain, not to a company, right? People, when we speak about the FinTocch LLC, they only handle one thing: the growth of the community, the negotiation of deals and parameters, and also the partnerships that come along with it, and the growing of the technology. They do not control what we are doing as far as the lending or the borrowing. That is a decentralized feature that this technology has. So when you lend, you're not lending to a company, you're not lending to Mr. William Thompson, you are lending directly on chain, on the blockchain, where there is transparency and security, and other people, we call the borrowers, are able to then request or initiate loan transactions where they take that capital and go and trade, right? So this entire ecosystem is based on a security technology called the hybrid technology. So to break it in short, they have a private chain and a public chain running simultaneously alongside what we call decentralized nodes, right, that are governing this ecosystem. And because of this, this is the only project we have seen in a long time that is able to guarantee its users that their capital is not at risk. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off by saying I'm not a financial advisor, and everything I'm sharing from this point is not financial advice, but I will share facts and details, which you'll be able to fact check everything as you see as we go as well. So one thing I want to speak about is the different levels to DeFi, right? There are so many projects in the world of decentralized finance. So some people might be like, well, what about Celsius? What about BlockFi? What about Coinbase, right? Well, these projects are not decentralized. They are all centralized platforms. You need an email, phone number, password to get started, KYC, and some company or system is in control of your actions, right? We know that even with Coinbase, you can put money in, it's all your money, but the minute you decide to withdraw, they will tell you you have to wait for 7 days. So that is not decentralized finance. So when you come into the world of DeFi, there's so many aspects to it, and there are so many other projects out there, right? But then we'll look at a few that you can compare to FinTocch. And even on this article that's featured on Binance, not written by Binance, but from one of their major contributors, we are being compared to Aave, right? Many of you know the coin called Aave, but don't know what it's about, what they do. Well, guess what? Their entire ecosystem is built on DeFi, lending, and borrowing, right? And people are allowed to vote to govern this mechanism. They have undergone different audits. Compound, one of the big projects that runs on Ethereum, right? So same thing, they've undergone their audits. And at the same time, people are the ones that govern how it runs, right? We're going to look at MarketDAO, one of the most popular in this industry, also running on Ethereum, right? And what happens, they have undergone their audits, and people do the voting, right? They are the creators of the cryptocurrency called DAI, D-A-I, right? So on the same list, we have FinTocch, right? So now understand the difference. FinTocch is different from all of these projects because they go a few steps further, right? It runs on Binance, Ethereum, and Tron all at the same time. So that is why FinTocch is ahead of all its competitors and attracting so many users. And because of that, they offer different rates. So when you look at the lending, when you lend, you're earning at a fixed rate of 1% per day. So just think about that, right? A project where you can be able to lend your capital, sit back, relax, earn a minimum or a fixed rate of 1% daily, in which you can withdraw your capital within a 7-day period. Why? Because the loans are only locked in a contract per 7 days. So you have two options. You can leave it on automation, where every 7 days, the nodes will speak about the nodes. They will pair you to borrowers every cycle of 7 days. So you never have to do anything. Just sit back and allow your capital to keep earning week after week after week after week. Or you could be that guy or girl that decides that I want to do it manually. So I'll turn off my automation and I will come in myself every 7 days to extract my capital and either lend it back again or take it somewhere else. You literally have the option with this project we call FinTOch. Now, the other thing is it has been audited, people. So, just we've seen all the big names, for a lot of people, they have so many levels of doubt. Just understand that many projects we have been through over the years can never show you a security audit from another company. But FinTOch will show you a security audit from Certic, right? Give me 1 second. FinTOch will show you a security audit from Certic, which is huge, right? Looking at the score being 89, Polygon sits at a security score of 90. So that should be a big, a big signal that this is not a baby or Mickey Mouse project, as I call it. Now, the next security feature is, unlike all these other DeFi projects, FinTOch embeds a smart contract with a stop loss. So the people that borrow, they can only lose a certain amount of the borrowed funds. That is why they are guaranteeing that users' funds will be stop loss before any of your principal is ever eroded. And we'll speak about how this is possible in the next section as well. Because the thing is, these borrowers are also putting down a deposit, right? A collateral. They can put up to 5 times, so meaning that up to 50% what they want to borrow, they will deposit that. So whenever they lose, they are losing from their own deposit, not your capital that is lent out. Think about a system that is this solid that you are getting involved in or already involved in. If you're an existing member, also, no one here is voting on how this is going to move forward or work, because the entire ecosystem is decentralized in governance and governed by the nodes and the security technology. So this is a big thing feature that is a part of this ecosystem. So the next thing is, what are these nodes, right? Let's talk about the nodes. So there are 100 nodes that are governing this entire ecosystem, right? There are 100 nodes that are governing this entire ecosystem. And you can look at all these different nodes spread around different parts of the world. And then you will realize that this is what ensures that this is a decentralized ecosystem, right? This is what ensures, and these are the node addresses. You can check them on the FinTOch scan, which is the FinTOch blockchain scan. So these are the nodes, 100 nodes. Now, how do you get involved with FinTOch? You will need a wallet, people. No, platform where you sign up with your phone number and your name. Here, you would need a decentralized wallet that you can obtain your 12-word seed phrase, right? And in the crypto world, once you obtain such a seed phrase, it means that you are the only one that controls all the activity that goes on inside your wallet. You are the only one. Why? Because no one has access to those 12 words. It is generated on the blockchain and only shown to you. So you keep that safe and you never lose it or compromise it in order to stay safe in this crypto space. So that is how powerful this technology is. We don't just get in on a website you need a decentralized wallet. They have their own wallet called the FinTocH wallet. And I believe this is one of the easiest ways to use this system. But then you can also use other decentralized wallets if you know what you're doing. But in case you want something simple, not complicated, right? Download the FinTocH wallet. The entire ecosystem is built inside the wallet, right? So let's go into the presentation and get a breakdown of how this ecosystem works. So we spoke about the team already. The next important feature is this diagram. So this diagram gives us a visual representation of how this ecosystem would work, right? So on the left side, we have the lenders. So I'm a lender, I put in 10,000, right? Then a borrower, on the other hand, would also probably request a loan of 10,000, right? But where do my funds go for them to access? It goes right in the middle called the multi-signature loan contract wallet. Now, this wallet sits on the blockchain, right? And it literally exists on layers on top of the decentralized exchanges. We're talking about the top three in the world, which is PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and SunSwap. So this wallet sits right on top of that. So now these borrowers will initiate a loan request, but they have to deposit up to 50% of the funds that they want to borrow. So someone that's requesting my 10,000 will put down 5,000 as well before they get access to it. Now, this system of FinTocH, the codes they've created, charges every borrower 2% a day in fees. It doesn't matter what they're doing on the exchange, if they're making money, if they're losing money, none of that matters to us because they are getting charged a standard fee, an application fee, right? A gate fee, as you call it, not a trading fee, a gate fee. So if you decide to use FinTocH system to borrow right off the gate, 2% a day. So this system, as you can see, is not built on an algorithm or a trading robot or a Forex platform, because it doesn't matter with these type of things, because whatever happens with our capital is that when someone requests it, they pay a fee, right? Then the security feature that enables that your capital is not at risk is that number one, they deposit up to 50%. Number two, they have the ability to only lose up to 30%. So now let's say someone does borrow the 10,000 after putting 5,000 down and they lose 30%. That is $3,000 lost, 7,000 left. They would instantly get liquidated by the smart contract, because one thing about FinTocH and the exchanges is that Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and SunSwap are all decentralized, also governed by nodes running on a smart contract. No human being, no company runs those exchanges. Same as FinTocH. So they both speak the same language and they communicate. Hence, one can liquidate the other via smart contract, meaning they can sell the transaction tokens that the person has swapped for and bring it back into the FinTocH wallet and then send back out whatever is left from their deposit, because they lost from their deposit minus the fees that was charged on their loan. This is the system we call FinTocH, people. So it's very, very unique in terms of its security and how it runs. And this is why they've attracted over 54 million wallets since they launched last year in June, right? They did their audit in April to May of last year, launched in June. And today, you can call it what, 10 months, 11 months, right? 10 months, maybe, over 54 million wallets. So now, what if they make profits? Just think about that, right? Because we're going to speak about that. So in decentralized exchanges, we know most traders are making about 10x, 50x, 20x, 5x, right? But we're going to just say if they're able to do a 2x in 7 days, right? They double that $10,000 they borrowed, right? Well, for example, we lend out 100 million, 100 million is borrowed, and then they make 100 million in profit. Now, minus the 14%, which is 2% per day charged to the borrowers, right? 86% or $86 million is their profits. These traders are going to withdraw it. The FinTocH LLC charges 5% withdrawal fees on all withdrawals made on profits generated. Think about that. They are making a lot of money. They do not need to run a Ponzi or come for your capital in order to make money. Now, the next part is when also the lenders generate that profit, 14 million, right? Actually, 7 million is what's paid out to us because out of the 2% a day, 1% is given out to the lenders every day. So think about that. There's another whole 1% left. Where is that 1% going? We'll speak about it right close to the end of this presentation. There is a community reward system embedded inside this wallet that the minute you share your wallet link, you are tapping into that extra 1% that is sitting inside this ecosystem called the FinTocH loan contract wallet and the FinTocH lending pool wallet, which is where the profits sit. So this is the system that we have now. Is monitored by nodes. All of this is happening real time, governed by computer program or smart contracts, whatever you want to call it, that run on the blockchain, right? Not on someone's computer. They are running on the blockchain. So that is the difference. CertiK, as we know, they are one of the leaders in auditing. They work with the smartest minds in the world, Yale University, Goldman Sachs, Binance, right? People, this is the company that audited FinTocH's entire code and ecosystem. So if you're listening to Joe Rambo from Telegram and you're taking your advice, then hey, good luck to you. Some of us, we like to go for much finer quality when it comes to our decision making, right? Now, the next thing you want to look at is how does it look like when we lend, or what are we lending? So this wallet runs on 3 different blockchains, the Binance, the Ethereum, and the Tron blockchain, meaning that you can lend the native currencies of Binance, which is BNB, you can lend Ethereum, and you can lend Tron TRX. At the same time, you can lend USDT running on any of these 3 blockchains. So that's TRC20, BP20, and ERC20 USDT. They do have some other coins that you can lend, but you always want to check if there is a demand for those loans, because remember, you're only lending what is in demand. In this system, we have seen with our own eyes that if you lend a cryptocurrency that is not in demand, the system will reject your loan, your lending order, meaning that it would not take your money, right? Can you show me a project where you go to hit deposit and they reject your capital? Think about that, people. This is what FinTocH is doing. Now, these borrowers, what are they able to do? This is how it works. As you can see, they do not have the ability to withdraw the capital that they borrow from FinTocH. They cannot. Why? Because everything is running on the blockchain, locked in a smart contract. So when they borrow, this is what it looks like. They'll put down the margin, 50%, your deposit, 7-day cycle, and they have to go right on the exchange that they are choosing to borrow to go and trade. There's no way around it, right? There's no, let me put it on Coinbase and maybe if they don't look for the next day, I can leave. It's not possible. You cannot extract the loans. It stays on the blockchain, locked on code. So you can only move it between the decentralized exchanges if you choose to use any FinTocH member's capital to trade. That is how good the system is. And these are the top decentralized exchanges. Well, they handle close to about $1 billion in volume every day. So when people say, well, who's borrowing money to trade on decentralized exchanges, you should definitely know that they probably have no idea what they are talking about, right? Now, the next thing you want to look at is, are we able to see some of these loans that people are taking, for example, right? And can we even see some of the percentages that maybe they're gaining, even though that doesn't matter to us? Because remember, they're getting charged a gate fee. So if Joe Rambo comes to borrow and does nothing and trades for a coin that never goes up, well, he's only going to have to just pay the fees from his deposit. Guess who never loses? The house never loses. Last time I checked, all the lenders are the house, right? So here you go to a section on your screen under the home page and you click on swap historical. Now you will see different loan contract addresses, right? So many different wallets. Everyone sees something different. And you will see some of the percentages gained over 24-hour periods. This percentage can represent multiple tokens that are under this one person wallet, but then it will show you just one, and you click on it, it will take you to either the Binance scan, the Ethereum scan, Ether scan, or Tron scan, the blockchain scans of those blockchains where FinTocch has no business controlling, because why? It is run by the validators of those blockchains. So think about that. You're able to see a high level of transparency when people actually borrow, right? Some of them we see in just a few. I think every wallet just sees a few, and that's all we are able to see. It just differs from wallet to wallet. Now, another beautiful thing about FinTocch is, let's say you get started today, you have the FinTocch wallet, you download it, right? And maybe for some reason, the app glitches because it's an app and a wallet. The wallet embedded inside on the back end of the app is the interface. You can delete the wallet, take your 12 words, put it in Token Pocket, I am Token, MetaMask, just name it, all these other decentralized wallets, and you'll be able to access the entire FinTocch ecosystem. And even if you had any money sitting in your wallet, you would see it right inside these wallets. This alone lets you know that FinTocch has gone out of their way to actually create an actual technology of a decentralized wallet, which can be compared to all of these other competitors out there. And I think it's even better because none of these wallets are paying you or me 1% a day in the ability of lending, right? So kudos to FinTocch for that. Another one thing they do is that the LLC is generating so much liquidity. Like people, they are making so much money because there are many projects that come to FinTocch and say, I want you to advertise to your 54 million wallets. Imagine you had an online business with 54 million subscribers. I think all the brands in the world would be begging you to put an ad or even have their products available for people to buy. And how different is FinTocch from that, people? Just think about that. How different can they be if they cannot attract all of the best players in the world? That is not an impossible feat. Every single time their projects advertising on this project called FinTocch. So the next beautiful thing is passive income stream number 2. So as a lender, you already know you're going to make money every day. Now, there's another benefit that comes with it. So let's say I lend $10,000, making $100 a day. So if I lend out BNB, I will earn BNB every day. If I lend out Ethereum, I will earn Ethereum every day. If I lend out USDT, I will earn USDT every day. It doesn't give you any banana coin or some funny coin that's going to go up tomorrow and promise all these things, only for when you're about to cash out, it's dumping, right? Here, you're going to earn exactly what you lend. So you choose your own currency. Now, what happens is that they will give you something called FTH coin for free if you are a lender, right? Now, how does this work? This is the equity coin of this project. This is not a cryptocurrency coin that you will go onto any exchange to buy. It only exists within the ecosystem of FinTocch, and it's only available to the lenders, the lifeline of this project. For the first time, we have a project that values you and me as owners, giving us an entitlement to 30% ownership of the entire project's equity. Show me a project where you have put millions of volume, put tens of thousands of dollars, right? Put even hundreds of dollars, and they called you and said, here you are, you deserve this, you are the reason we exist. So here is some equity. So many projects over the years, and none of them have given us a seat at the table. Here, for every $100 you earn $1 worth of your equity coin. So if you invest $10,000 making $100 a day, you will get $1 worth of the FTH coin every day. That is the way to earn this coin. Is there another way? Yes, if you decide to grow an organization, your direct sales, right? So let's say I share my link out with 10 friends and they all put in $10,000, that is $100,000, right? I'll be entitled to $1,000 worth of FTH, which I would have to go use my own money in USDT BP20 to buy that $1,000 worth of FTH. Now, every member who's building an organization is only capped at 1,000. So this is not a coin where you can say someone came in so early, you're about to buy everything and sell. No, every member, every wallet is only capped at that 1,000 mark. So no one is out here running the show. It's open to every single investor, right? Now there's a Middle Eastern family, actually about 5 families that invested $1 billion in the beginning somewhere, I think somewhere around January, to own 18% of the entire equity. So you can literally come in for $100 today, grow an organization, and also be lending as you go, and you're entitled to 30% worth within this ecosystem. But somebody else had to put $1 billion down for 18%. When I tell you that we are the house people, we are literally the lifeline of this project. 52% is owned by the LLC. They run the ecosystem with it. Actually, it's about 30, and then they have been buying back more as they go, right? So their roadmap is very, very extensive. This is one of the only projects that has a transparent roadmap telling you where they're going year after year. Many projects we are in, we just have to wait till they come up with a nice idea on what they want to do. Then they tell us, here, the roadmap is outlined already ahead of time, telling you where they're going to go. They told everyone from the beginning they would have their wallets running on 3 blockchains, and it did. They told everyone they will have multiple events, and they did all the events. They told everyone that they in June will be launching their blockchain. June is right around the corner. We'll be waiting on that. And so we have seen all of these things happen time after time after time. They did the commercial Times Square for this project. Their goal is to hit 100 million wallets and then begin their move to get their IPO on the NASDAQ, people. So this is what we call FinTalk. This is the ecosystem. This is how we can earn. So we spoke about the one major feature, which is number one, you come in, you create your wallet, but how do you get the wallet? You request that link from an existing user. So someone already with the wallet would have to send you a link. When they send you that link, you will create your wallet ID. Then you would take that ID. After downloading the app, you would put that ID into the app to generate your account to get your 12-word seed phrase. After you get your 12-word seed phrase, then you're now inside the wallet. You would then deposit crypto into the wallet. Then you would go to lending and lend your capital. Once you lend it, every 24 hours from the time that you lent, within that period is when you're going to start seeing your earnings in the profit section. Very smooth. Also, passive income stream number 2. So for every $100 worth of your own capital that you're generating profits from, you're going to earn $1 worth of your equity coin, which cannot be bought by outside investors. Only FinTalk lenders, you earn $1 of that every day. If you're earning only $10 from your ROI, it means you earn only 10 cents of the FTH every day. If you're earning just $1 a day, meaning that you lend out $100, you're going to earn 1 penny of that every day. Remember that FTH has been moving like an avalanche, right? It's been, or actually go moving up like a rocket to be exact. It started at $10 last year in June. Today it's at over $80,000, people. So just think about where it would be a year from now if you're still accumulating all of that equity. Now let's come to passive income stream number 3, right? So the minute you decide to share your wallet ID or your wallet link to anyone else, you are opening up the door to a higher level of earning, right? So, when you find a good project, I believe you should not keep it to yourself, right? There's a lot of people when you speak to them, they say, well, I don't know anyone. I can't recruit or I can't share any opportunity. I know no one. But in the minute there is a big party that's coming up, you see them on their social media with at least 6, 7, 8 friends, all happy and excited, right? Having a good time. And you wonder, wait, did you not have anyone you could share this opportunity with? Well, there goes your answer. If you care about somebody, all you have to do is just say, look at this, right? In this project, I believe we are not here to sell any lotions, any dreams of a coin going up. This is not one of those projects. You're either coming to lend or you're not. So at some point, you just have to be able to share this opportunity to someone and say, look, this is how your capital can grow. Once again, I'm not the guy with financial advice. I'm just the guy showing you what's on the screen and how you can make it happen for yourself. Once you do, on the first level, you're able to earn 15% of the earnings generated from your organization. So if you send your link out to me and I invest $10,000, I make 1% a day, which is $100 a day. You're going to get a bonus of 15%, $15 every day that you didn't have to do anything for. If I go ahead and also bring in my friend, Crypto Pays Me Daily, he puts in 10,000, makes 1% a day, $100 a day. You're going to get 10% as a bonus, $10 coming to you every single day. And this opportunity, you earn only 2 levels. So a lot of people talk about, well, is FinTocch sustainable? How many projects have we been in that claim to be trading and doing all these other things, and they're paying us from all these ridiculous levels, right? And then we think about it right now and realize, well, that's why it could not last that long. They were giving away all the money. Here, FinTocch is only paying you 2 levels, and we'll show you how all of this boils into that 1% that is left from the 2% charge to the borrowers off the gate, right? Remember, every single lender has a borrower they adhere to. So if you're in the system and you're earning, there's no way that they're giving you money that does not exist. If you're not in the system, then you're not earning. That's how this works, right? So now you can get to the next level we call ranks. So to achieve any of these ranks, you need to have certain requirements filled. It's not really that difficult. 5 directs is the minimum that you need to max out the entire compensation plan. Meaning that if you can get 5 people to join this opportunity with you, you are in position to max out the entire compensation plan. Because then now your only requirement is volume, right? So then if you have 50,000 in volume, you hit the first rank called GM, General Manager, and every day you're gonna get rewarded $100 a day. $100 every single day as a bonus, right? Just think about that, $3,000 a month. And all you had to do was share this opportunity with at least 5 people who then helped you build some volume together, and you all started to make some money, right? The next rank is VP, Vice President. All you need is 2 GMs. They're telling you that out of your 5 legs or 10 legs or 20 legs, right? Some people go wide. It's all up to you. Out of those legs, anyone at all, any level deep. Remember, it's not even your direct. So you introduce me, introduce Crypto Pays Me Daily. Let's say you introduce Mr. Ardell and Sarah Julian. Out of any of our teams going down, if anyone else on separate legs hits GM, and you have 150,000 in volume, you're becoming the VP, right? So in this project, you can have all the volume in the world. If no one else is hitting ranks in your organization, you're not moving up. So that is another way they keep this comp plan sustainable, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. The next rank is, well, at this rank, you earn $150 to $300 every day. Now, the next rank is SVP, where you're going to need two VPs created in any of those legs or in any other leg separately, and a team investment of $500,000. With the team investment, there is no cap to the levels. It could be 500 levels deep for all you care. In fact, you could have 1,000 levels deep. It's all your volume, right? That's how incredible the system is. And then at this point, you would be earning $600 to $1,500 every single day at the rank of SVP. The more volume, the higher you draw towards the top end of this. Now, the next rank after that, which is the ED rank, you need two SVPs and a team volume of $2 million minimum. And then you find yourself earning on the low end $1,500 a day, all the way to $5,000 every single day. Can you imagine that, people? This is huge. We're talking about 5,000 a day being what? Times 30 days, $150,000 per month, right? All because you brought in 2 million in volume with your team. I believe this is an incredible achievement, and everyone should strive to move through these ranks. And it's not that hard as long as you're focused on making it happen. So the next thing is managing director. You need two EDs, right? In any of these legs that is growing with you. And then a team investment of $6 million. What's gonna start happening? You hit that sweet spot, $13,000 per day. That means if you wake up on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, it's in your wallet, right? Every single day, or up to $30,000 every single day. You cannot play with this kind of income. I believe if it takes you 6 to 12 months of focus to build this business with your team, it is worth it, because at this point, a lot of different problems are being solved by the day, right? So that is the goal we are all looking to achieve. Now, this gets really, really exciting, because now let's look at the entire complex. 60%, right, of the volume, the earnings of the 1%, the earning of the 1% is paid out at the highest rank. So when I tell you that this system is very, very sustainable, we are not saying it just because we want to say it, but we can look at the math to back it up. So 60% right here is the max. Then let's go back right here. So now if you add 15% and 10%, remember it's all coming from the 1%, right? So that's 25%. So if you add 60 and 25, that's 85%. So already you're looking at 0.85 out of that extra 1% that is coming from the fees being charged to the borrowers. Remember, 2%, 1% pays us, and that 1% is left, and they're telling you 0.85 is going into these two levels of the comp plan. Then we're going to speak about the next incentive, right? What they are saying is that if you become a GM and someone in your team becomes a GM under you, whether you're direct or indirect, you stop earning that GM bonus. They will earn the full incentive bonus. You will get 20% of that bonus. So now another level of sustainability embedded into this project. They are not throwing money out the roof, but I believe this incentive only opens the door for you to actually hit the next rank, because remember, in order to be VP anyway, you need two GMs in your organization. So if one person hits GM, right? Let's say you introduce me, you introduce Crypto Pays Me Daily, and you hit GM. Now I hit GM, you're gonna earn $20 a day. If he also hits GM, you're gonna earn another 20, which is $40 a day. While I'm on the right getting my $100, he's on the left getting his $100. But the minute your volume is 150K, you're now at VP. You're earning 150 plus every single day, right? So that is the incentive. I call it the downtime before you move right to the next rank. Now the final achievement is MD plus, where you're an MD and then I become an MD right under you. You become an MD plus. They put you in the 10% pool of the entire project's profit, the LLC. They make all the money from the 5% withdrawal fees. That's millions of dollars, people. And they're putting 10% aside for anyone who's able to achieve the rank of MD that has someone else right under them also become an MD. And because of this, I will share some photos with you from the event and introduce you to Lady Yo, who's one of the top earners. She's an MD plus. She has, I think, well over 9 MDs under her in her organization, living that FinTalk life. So people, this is the end of the presentation. I hope I was able to impact some good information onto you. So now let me share with you some pictures from the event. So as you can see, that's me right here on the left, in case you couldn't see. Then this is one of the top leaders also. These guys are all MDs, right? I think this is Mr. Steven and Mr. Eric Stephen Cho. For him, I know his last name. Eric, I forgot what his last name is, but that's Eric also here. These guys are people I've been talking with over the last couple of months in this project. Here we can see some of the new guys from Dubai. This is one of the big investors from Dubai in the project. There's one of the top leaders from, I think, India, if I'm not mistaken, also in the project. Here you can see our co-host, CEO of Cash Rich Society, our top earning ED, by the way, just so you can know, she's currently making more money than I'm making at the same rank. Because like I said, we have someone that's under you doing the same thing, you're only going to get a certain percentage. So she's living that FinTalk life. This is Lady Yo right now, MD plus, right? If you guys see her in any of the videos, just know she's really making that bag. You can even see on her neck, it's not easy. I think well over $100,000-$200,000 every day is her earnings, right? Now that's Mr. Derek. He's an official trainer from FinTalk. He's been on a few of our presentations. Great guy, really, really humble, hardworking individual. And he's been helping everyone in FinTalk. And he's noticed the work we are putting in. He's also helping us as well. And as you can see, our superstar YouTuber, Crypto Pays Me Daily, also in the video, in the photo. Next, this is also one of our Bangladesh leaders who lives in Dubai, right? And this is just pictures from the event. And guess who? Guess who was there, right? I know you saw the video, but I was able to get a picture, Mr. William Thompson, right? So people, like I said, if you're getting your information from Joe Rambo on Telegram or on a website, hey, good kudos to you. Some of us, we're just going by the real data that is out there, the undeniable facts about how this project is changing lives. So thank you all for coming on. This is the end of the presentation. But what we will do is we'll open up the floor, right, for some questions and answers as well. I wasn't sure if I was recording, but it actually looks like I was recording this presentation, so that is good. We're gonna open up the floor to a few questions and answers in an hour. Thank you, man. Thank you. Glad we did that. Let me actually stop the recording.